Hi, I'm Krishna, and welcome to Life Talks with Krishna. Since the last couple of years, I have been sharing snippets of my personal experiences and thoughts on Instagram. But I just realized that some stories, lessons, and conversations require way more than 30 to 45 seconds, and which is why I'm here. Life has actually taken me through loss, grief, heartbreak, healing, growth, and countless moments of self discovery. And through it all, it has been one of the greatest teachers. And this space is simply where I am going to be sharing the lessons life has taught me and continues to teach me in the hope that somewhere it will probably help you navigate life differently. And today is actually a very special day for me. Today marks 5 years of me practicing Sudarshan Kriya every single day. For you who doesn't know what Sudarshan Kriya is, it is a gift we've received by Sri Ravi Shankar, who we lovingly call Gurudev. And I want to start by expressing my gratitude towards him for helping the world see through the eyes of Sudarshan Kriya how beautiful it is, no matter whatever situation you are in. And I would also love to thank my teacher, Nikhil Suri, who I met as a friend but became my teacher and has helped me navigate life in ways I could have never ever imagined. In fact, I did not know anything about Sudarshan Kriya the first time I spoke to him about. And he just said, cuddle. And I said, okay. Sometimes you just meet somebody and you have that kind of trust, that belief, that faith in that person. And I just said, okay. And I did it. And honestly, my personal experience with learning the Sudarshan Kriya has been absolutely crazy. Crazy in the sense that it has changed me, it has changed my life, it has changed the way I look at life in ways I could have never ever imagined. I have been through certain things that I would never want anyone to go through. Be it at the age of 8, sleeping without food, be it at the age of 19, getting caught by the TC for traveling without ticket in the train, because I didn't even have money to buy a ticket to go to work. That was my first job, and I had to provide to my family. Be it losing my mom and my sister in a span of 8 months in 2012, or being a caregiver to my father for the last 13 years, or even if it is leaving or moving away from what I thought was going to be the love of my life. Sudarshan Kriya has helped me get through any and every of this situation that I'm talking about. Now, when I'm talking so much about Sudarshan Kriya, I'm not here telling you that, you have to stop everything you're doing and just learn the Sudarshan Kriya. No, that's not what it is. This is my personal experience. And any kind of spiritual practice is actually something that one is going to experience it in their own way. Why am I sharing this experience with you? Because through this experience, I have learned one thing, that a lot of times we actually want to start something, be it a routine, be it as simple as going for a walk every day, or eating healthy, or maybe practicing gratitude routine. But somehow one day slips and we think that, okay, not today, tomorrow. And then we say, okay, not today, tomorrow. And you know that tomorrow never really comes. And why do I say this? Because in the last 5 years, there have been countless times where I could have probably missed doing my Kriya, but I did not. I have had to rush to the hospital with my father. I still have done the Kriya. I have been down with severe period cramps. I have still done my Kriya. I have gotten surgery done. I have still done my Kriya. In any and every circumstance, I still managed to do my Kriya every single day, and which just made me realize that, a lot of times we actually say, oh, this happened, that thing came up, and we could not do it. I know it might just sound really, really harsh, but it is nothing but excuses that we are giving. And one thing that the Kriya has really taught me, that no one is coming. Absolutely no one is coming. You are for yourself. And the moment you realize that, and the moment you start getting detached from people, from emotions, from outcomes, is when life starts becoming beautiful. And this is exactly what I have learned over the last 5 years. Of course, I've been practicing a lot of other things way before that, but I don't think that, the kind of change I saw in myself came before doing the Sudarshan Kriya. I have been somebody who has cried, I don't know, for weeks maybe, when I started practicing Sudarshan Kriya every single day. And I still remember I used to call Nikhil and ask him that, what is happening? Mujhe rona kyun aa raha hai? I don't want to cry. And he used to just tell me one thing, होने दे. जो हो रहा है होने दे. Don't question it. Initially I did not understand what that is, but after practicing it for months, I started becoming aware. I started noticing the changes in my life. The things that I used to cry at the drop of a hat no longer bothered me. It was not that I became ignorant towards those things, but I realized that I didn't have to get attached to those outcomes, to those relationships, to those emotions any longer. And when I actually learned that, is when I saw the transformation happening in my life. And that is exactly when I understood what Nikhil used to tell me from the very beginning, that Krishna, you are meant for way more than what you think about yourself. And I honestly didn't understand this then. And slowly and gradually, I started the shifts that were happening in my life. Today, I am here not telling you that, you have to practice Sudarshan Kriya. But today I'm here telling you that if you have been waiting for that one day to start any kind of routine, anything that you want to achieve, and it has been stopping you, or somebody you think has been stopping you, or external situation that has been stopping you, unfortunately, it's nobody else but yourself. And if you really, really understand what your soul is searching for, you're never ever going to stop yourself from achieving that. So, all I want to say is that if you are wanting to practice any kind of spiritual breath work, or if you want to know more about the Sudarshan Kriya program, which is known as the happiness program, which is absolutely true to its name, either you can leave a comment or even go to the Art of Living website and you'll get the information over there. If not, the Sudarshan Kriya, just sit with yourself for 5 minutes every day. No chanting, no focusing on anything, just simply breathe. And that the reason I say this is because there have been empty number of times where I was feeling lost. Even today, if there is a situation where I don't understand what is happening, trust me on this when I say this, that when I sit to do my Kriya, I have no clue from where, but the answer just comes up automatically. It is so effortlessly that I don't even have to try. So, if you are feeling unstuck, or rather, sorry, if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling directionless, this is your sign that probably it's time to sit with yourself and introspect or start any kind of spiritual practices. So, this is why I am here today, and from now on, I'm going to be here quite often, helping you understand life in different, or rather in small stories. So keep watching the space for more. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.